static set-based stove. The speed control of self-spring induction both below and above synchronous speeds. Okay, static set-based system is used, but in static Kramers system only below the synchronous speed. Speed control of self-spring induction motor only below the synchronous speed can be controlled in static Kramers, but in a static set-based stove, the speed control of slip ring induction motor both below and above synchronous speeds. It's clear. So this is the difference between a static Kramer drive and a static set-based stove. So here this is slip ring induction motor both below and above synchronous speed, but in static Kramer drive only below synchronous speed. Okay, this is called a static set-based drive system. This type of both below synchronous speed and above synchronous speed can be controlled in the slip ring induction motor in this static set-based drive. Okay, this system can be again classified into two types. Static set-based drive system can be classified into two types. That is called DC link static set-based drive, cycloconverter static set-based drive. Okay, DC link static set-based drive. This static set-based drive can be classified into two types. That is called DC link static set-based drive, and then cycloconverter static set-based drive. These are the two concepts to control the slip ring induction motor. By using this two concepts, you have to control the speed of this slip ring induction motor. So in this first one is called DC link static set-based drive and DC link static set-based drive. The system consisting of slip ring induction motor. This is the static set-based drive subsynchronous speed of operation. Okay, this is the circuit diagram of the static set-based drive. In this static set-based drive is consisting of slip ring induction motor and two number of phase controlled bridges. Okay, this is called slip ring induction motor, one slip ring induction motor, and this is called one bridge control rectifier. Okay, this is another bridge controller. Okay, so one and two number of bridge control rectifiers are required in the static set-based drive, and smoothing inductor and step-up transformer. Smoothing inductors, this is called smoothing inductor and step-up transformer. Okay, step-up transformer, smoothing inductor and step-up transformer in a static set-based drive, slip ring induction motor, and two phase controlled rectifier and inverter. Okay, this is called rectifier, this is called inverter. Two phase controlled converters, that is called rectifier and inverter, and one transformer. Okay, this system is used both subsynchronous and super synchronous speed of operation. It's clear. Subsynchronous, that means below synchronous speed, and super synchronous means above synchronous speed. The static set-based drive is operating in both ways. One is a subsynchronous speed of operation can be done by using static set-based drive, and super synchronous speed of operation can be done by using static set-based. Okay, so this is the difference in the static Kramer drive and static set-based drive. Static Kramer drive is operating only subsynchronous speed of operation, but static set-based drive is operating super synchronous and subsynchronous, both. Below synchronous speed, above synchronous speed can be controlled by using static set-based drive, but in the static Kramer drive only below the subsynchronous speed. It's clear. So this is the circuit diagram of the static set-based drive. Static set-based drive, subsynchronous speed of operation. Okay, static set-based drive, subsynchronous speed of operation. This circuit diagram, and this is called a three-phase AC supply. This three-phase AC supply line, this is called generally it's called as a bus bar. Three-phase AC supply bus bar. Okay, and this system in this subsynchronous speed of operation, static set-based drive, subsynchronous speed of operation. The power flow from slip power. This is the power direction. Slip power to the rectifier bridge 1 and inverter bridge 2 and transformer and then supply. So this is the power flow block diagram. Okay, this is called power flow, slip power. So slip power and rectifier bridge 1 and inverter. Okay, and then transformer. So like this, this power is fed back to the supply. Here, this subsynchronous speed of operation. In subsynchronous speed of operation, the rotor speed must be less than the synchronous speed. Am I right? In super synchronous speed of operation, the rotor speed more than the synchronous speed. Okay, the rotor speed NR is less than NS in subsynchronous speed of operation. So here the power flow In static state based, the power flow in both direction. Okay, the power is fed back to the supply and is also to collect the power from state supply also it's possible. In two ways of this power direction. Okay, there are two directions of power direction. Understand? In subsynchronous speed of operation, the power flow from rotor to supply like this. Okay, in subsynchronous speed of slip ring induction motor, in subsynchronous speed of slip ring induction motor, this is called slip ring induction motor. The slip power is removed from the rotor circuit. Okay, this slip power is removed, that is collected from the rotor circuit. Okay, the slip power is collected from the rotor circuit and is pumped back to the supply. And pumped back to the supply. This is called R by B, three-phase supply. Okay, this power is fed to the stator of a slip ring induction motor, and then slip power is connected from the rotor circuit and it's fed back to the supply. Okay, fed back to the AC supply. Okay, this is a DC static state based. This is called DC link static state based. Okay, this is DC link. Okay, so static state based subsynchronous speed of operation. Okay, in this in this state based system, in this state based system, static state based system, when the machine one is operated as a subsynchronous speed. Okay, in this subsynchronous speed of operation, understood? In subsynchronous speed of operation, the machine is operated as a subsynchronous speed. Okay, this machine is operated as a subsynchronous speed. That means the rotor speed must less than that of the synchronous speed. NR is less than NS. Okay, and the phase controlled bridge. So this one, this called phase controlled bridge one operates in the rectifier mode. Rectifier mode. The phase controlled bridge one is operate in the rectifier mode, and bridge two operates in the inverter mode. This bridge two is operating in inverter mode, and this phase controlled bridge rectifier is operating in the rectifier mode, and this is operated in phase controlled system is operating in inverter mode. The bridge two, this bridge two operating inverter, and bridge one is operating rectifier. Okay. In other words, bridge one is firing angle is less than the 90 degrees. It's clear? In the bridge one, as firing angle is less than 90 degrees. The firing angle of this rectifier, this bridge one, is less than 90 degrees, whereas the bridge two, as firing angle is more than 90 degrees. Bridge one is operating firing angle is less than 90 degrees, and this bridge two is operating greater than the firing angle 90 degrees. That means it is acting as a rectifier and it is acting as an inverter. Okay, in this slipping static state based, same as Cramer's drive. Okay, this stator of a slip ring induction motor fed to the supply. So like this. So R by B, three-phase supply is fed to the stator of a slip ring induction motor, and then so slip power is collected from the rotor circuit of slip ring induction motor and fed to and given to the rectifier. Okay, this is a controlled rectifier. Okay, so thyristors. So these are thyristors. This is called a three-phase full wave bridge controlled rectifier. This output voltage can be controlled by changing the firing angles. That means this rectifier operating firing angle must be less than 90 degrees. And then, so this smoothing inductor. So what are the ripples are, if any ripples are present in a current waveform, okay, in current that can, ripples can be minimized by using this inductance, and is fed to the inverter input. The output voltage of this rectifier is fed to the inverter, and it is operating as firing angle is greater than 90. And then this output of the inverter is called 50 Hz, and okay, and by using the transformer, this voltage can be matched here to supply system, and also 50 Hz constant frequency, and as a constant frequency is a voltage changing according to this line voltage. It's a step up the voltage or step down voltage according to the line voltages. Okay, so in this way, this speed of a slip ring induction motor controlled by using static state based in subsynchronous speed of operation. Understood? The slip power flow from rotor circuit to here. Slip power is flow from rotor circuit, okay, to bridge one and inverter bridge two, and transformer and supply, return to the supply. Like this, this is a static state based subsynchronous speed of operation. This is the static state based subsynchronous speed of operation of slip ring induction motor. Okay, this power flow is here in this one in this direction. Okay, in this way the power is fed back to the supply, same as Cramer's drive system. Okay,